In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a slip-1 stitch. You'll normally see it written as Sl1. You may see this in many patterns to create a nice rib design look or something within the body of the pattern. This creates a prominent stitch that kind of projects a little bit larger than the regular stockinette stitch. As you see right next to it, there's a couple regular stitches, and then you can tell the slip stitches. Also, there are two ways to slip a stitch like this. You could slip it knitwise, so you would insert your needle as if to knit and then just pull it off, or pearlwise, so you would slip your needle as if to purl and slip it off. And I'll show you how to do it. Normally though, when a pattern calls for a slip-1 and they don't reference which way, it's normally going to be a pearl-wise slip because it just stands out a little bit more. You can see it right here. This one is the purl and this one is the knit. The knit gives it a little twist. So if you wanted something that had just a little simple look to it with a little twist, that would be nice. But if you wanted it to stand out a lot more, then the pearlwise would be best. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I've got 2 knits and then a slip for each one. And what I've done with this swatch is I did one knitwise and then the next one pearlwise. So I'm going to insert the needle as if I'm going to knit, but you don't knit, you just pull that off. And then I'll get to the next one. And in this one, I'm going to insert my needle as if to purl, leaving that yarn behind, but purl and just remove that off without actually purling. Again, insert as if to knit and remove that stitch. And then the other way, insert as if to purl and remove. And then again as if to knit and remove. Knit a couple more, and I'm getting to the end as if to purl and remove. And then I'll quick show you what it looks like on the back. When you turn your work over to continue in pattern, you will purl all these stitches. If it were knit in the round, then you would just knit the next row. So I'm gonna slip that one off, but you see how I just wrap that yarn past that slip stitch to knit the next one. But in this case, I will knit it. So and then I'll knit the next. And then there's the next one. This one was the knitwise, so you see that the stitch is twisted versus not. I'll show you the purl here again, how that one looks. This one does not look twisted, and that's the pearlwise. Again, the pearlwise stands out a little bit more, so it's used more often. And then you would just knit, either knit in a round or purl if you're going back and forth. And I'll get to the end and turn it around and show you again what it looks like. And then when I'm done, I'll show you a couple examples of finished products and what it looks like. So that is how you slip 1 stitch while knitting. And I've got a couple examples. This one is one of my patterns, and I knit 2 here. And in this case, I purled on each side of the slipped row, so it kind of frames it and makes it stand out a little bit more. But it just gives a nice rib design when you're doing slip stitches. And then this one is slipped in every row going across, and then just slip one and then another row you would knit it. So you would knit around. And I have that. This is a little different take on a slip stitch. This one you would bring the yarn in front, slip it, and then bring it around the front of that slip stitch, and then that creates this little bar right here. And that is another way of doing a slip stitch. And any of these patterns will be in the links below, as well as any items that I used in this video. They're in the description below. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.